Good morning. Hope you guys are having a good day. I am out running some errands. I got some pots for my zinnias that I need to desperately transplant. Well, not desperately, but it's time to move them over. So I also got some fish for my little aquarium. They are cute. They're good for ponds. So I am looking around for a pond to put in my greenhouse, just some type of container. We were going to go with the galvanized metal ones, but after doing a lot of research and talking to people, they said not to do that. That they leach zinc into the water, which is not good for the koi fish that I want to put in there. So I kind of X'd out that idea, and I'm looking around for other stuff. So I'm still on the lookout, and I'm going to browse around, maybe look at some of the pond liners, and maybe go look at the stock tanks that they have. So that is my next venture. I'll see you guys in a bit. Well, I'm back home. It's very windy outside today. So I got these pots at Innovative. And here's my little fishies. I put them in there. But I'm going to transplant my zinnias into these. Got some little trays. And that way I can kind of spin them around or move them if I need to, depending on if the weather's cooler. Sometimes it's cooler over here at night. And it's warmer by my stove, obviously. So I like the fact I'll be able to move them around. I haven't went and looked at the pond tanks yet, but that is next on my list. I talked to the people over at the Innovative where I go, and they said yes, fish would do absolutely fine in here, and if it gets really hot in the summer, they even have tank coolers. So I don't know, but she said they do great, and that would be a really good idea. So that's what I'm headed to do soon. I'm gonna get my fishies acclimated to over here because I've got a little bit of algae. I need to get them in there and get to working in here. Release them. This water is probably warmer than what they were used to because it was pretty cold over there at PetSmart.
You can take that off.
I know.
I just did that because I had a snail and there's a stink bug right there.
Well, we're back at Tractor Supply again. This is the second time. Seth didn't like the stock tank that I bought, so he's making me come back and get the galvanized one. He is. He said, I don't like that one. It doesn't look good in your greenhouse. So we're back here waiting on a guy to unload it and swap it out. Good afternoon. So my day has not gone as planned, and I didn't know if I'd share this or not, but I guess I will. I woke up this morning with my neck kind of feeling stiff, and so I kind of lay there and I was reading, and after about 30 minutes I turned to the right and I noticed it was hurting a lot. So I rolled back over on my back, and then it's almost like I heard something pop or felt something pop, and I was in excruciating pain. Excruciating. I could not turn my neck to the right at all, raise it up, lower it. I could go to the left, and any type of like holding my neck up, just causing those muscles to activate, sent muscle spasms on this one spot in the back of my neck all the way up through here, and they were so intense. I mean, level 10 pain, and it was really hard to like get them to stop spasming because you don't realize how much you use your neck muscles. So I decided to call a chiropractor, and they got me in right away, and it was quite a show over there because they had like 2 doctors come out because I started screaming at that point because the pain was just so bad by the time I got over there. And they had 2 doctors come out and trying to help me, and 2 nurses, and they tried like ultrasound therapy or the TENS machine therapy with like laser therapy. They couldn't do a massage. They were even afraid to kind of mess with my neck too much. So I left there in dire amount of pain, but they tried to do so much. They were so good over there. at Alcoa Chiropractic. I don't know if anybody goes there, or I highly recommend them. They're great. But he's like, I think maybe you should go to urgent care. So I was really dreading it because I know there's a lot of people sick right now and the waits are just crazy. So luckily Seth drove me over there because I wouldn't have been able to leave. I wouldn't have been able to go back home. And the nurse over at the chiropractor's place, she's like, well, I would drive you if you needed me to. They're that sweet. And so we drove over there, and I got inside. I managed to get in the building. My neck was hurting so bad, and they're like, there's a 2-hour wait, and I couldn't sit in the chair. There's just no way I could sit there that long. So I contemplated going to the emergency room. By the time I got out to my car, it was hurting so bad. I told Seth, I said, I have to go. I have to go. And I've not been there in years. So went over there and got in. They ended up treating me, gave me some like stuff to relax my muscles, some medicine, and like a patch, and the spasming stopped. Thank goodness. That was so terrible. I don't know how I would have functioned much longer with a continued spasm. It was so awful. So that stopped, and I'm just left with just pain in general, but nothing like it was before. So I've got laid back, which I wasn't able to do before. So yeah, that's my day. Terrible. I've never had something like this before. Just never. I noticed my neck was hurting the last couple of days a little bit, but it just went over the deep end this morning. So I'm going to try to relax here. And my husband's going to get me some medicine. And that's probably going to be the extent of my day. I probably won't be able to get anything else done. And it's real hard for me not to be able to get up and do things. Like, have people like do stuff for me is really difficult. But that's just where I'm at today. And I'm thankful that I have someone that can help me. So I hope you guys are having a good day, and hopefully and prayerfully mine will get better from this point on. So yeah, prayers. All right, I'll see you guys later.
Well, here I am at Lowe's in January, and it's about 25 degrees outside. And I've been sent over here by this old greenhouse to look for some stuff for her pond in the middle of January. So here I am trying to cipher out what kind of a pond liner I'm supposed to get, and pump and a filter and a spray nozzle kit. And I don't know if y'all have ever looked at this stuff before, but there's a lot of choices. So we'll see what we can get done here. All right, so here's the stuff that I've settled on. Got a pond liner, pond nozzle kit for the pump, a filter box, and a pump. We should be good. And again, I'm doing this in January, and it's like the frozen tundra out here. But I'm gonna get it. Oh.
My husband is home. He has got some stuff for our pond.
Let me say that it's a lot warmer in here than it was over in the Lowe's. It was sub-zero Arctic temperature at Lowe's. Because, you know, like I said, we're doing a pond in January.
Well, it's not January in here. That's the thing. Got a liner because I read that it's possible that those things can leach zinc into the water, which could hurt the fish, but a lot of people say they use them without it. So I don't know, just to be safe, we got a liner. My husband bought some other things that I'm not super familiar with doing, so I left it up to him. He got, what'd you get? A pump?
I got the pump, the filter box, the liner.
Okay, all that good stuff. I still have a rip-roaring crick in my neck, so I won't be getting to this today because it has to be leveled out, and I've got to carry some pavers up the hill that are down at the chicken coop. So yeah, I've got like a little patch on the neck, and I'm probably gonna go back in and rest for the weekend because I don't want those spasms to come back. Yeah, they landed me in the ER, and that was not fun. Not at all. So anyways, I'm down here moving very slowly, but I had to come down and check my little fish too because I had to get some little goldfish flakes for them. But they've cleaned up my aquarium really good, and they look like they're all doing good. I haven't lost any of them, actually. Happy little fish. We're gonna get them some flakes. There's Sethy. Sethy was my hero yesterday. He took me to the emergency room, and without him, I don't know what I would have done. He drove me there while I was screaming. It was all a very wild situation. But he remained calm.
Because he's my son.
Yes, and got me there.